Hey everyone, welcome to my video. Today we're going to look at the best games to play in January. This video is sponsored by my mother, so without further ado, let's go. Oh, one more thing. If you liked the video, could you please leave a sub? I'd really appreciate it. Okay, I won't waste any more of your time. Let's go. God of War is finally making its way to PC. I don't think I really need to describe what this game is, as you no doubt have seen and heard about it already. This is critically revered when it first released on consoles in 2018. It averages around 95 out of 100, I think, on Metacritic. It's also one of the small handful of games that I've seen get a perfect 10 out of 10 score from numerous outlets. But most accounts, this is just a fantastic game at its core. It's a linear third-person action that tells the tale of Kratos and his son on their adventure through Norse mythology. Playtime of this is around 30 hours, less for the main story, more if you do a more thorough run. Some of the PC specific features include high fidelity graphics, enhanced with 4K resolution and unlocked frame rates. There's a wide range of graphical presets and options, including high resolution shadows, improved screen reflection. It's got NVIDIA DLSS and reflex support for improved frame rates and lower latency, something we all love. There's a support for a wide range of gamepads and a fully customizable bindings for mouse and keyboard, as well as 21:9 support for our ultra-wide big boys out there. So this will be coming to PC via Steam on January 14th for $49.99. I really don't have much else to say about this because, well, there's not much else to say. If you've been living under a rock, you don't know what this game is. Unless they screw up the port, the verdict is in already. This is most likely going to be a fantastic game to play on the PC. Of course, we can't be certain how good or not the port's going to be, we'll just have to wait. Sony's most recent attempt with Horizon had plenty of its own issues, let me tell you. When it first came out on PC, it was basically unplayable. That said, let's have our fingers crossed for a good release. It's a different developer, so hopefully Sony's quality control is up to par. So yeah, God of War coming to PC, and I love it. Leaving God of War, we jump into another favorite of mine, Expedition Rome. This is a tactical turn-based RPG set in the ancient Rome Republic around the time of Julius Caesar, and a time in history I really enjoy. I'll be playing as a young Roman noble forced to flee your home seeking refuge in the Legion. Here you'll have to see through the ranks to eventually become its boss. There's a variety of customizations as you get to select the look, gender, and class, as well as skills of your main character. In addition to that, you'll adventure with 5 unique companions that each have their own backstories, personalities, and combat capabilities. Since we're on the topic of combat in this game takes place on a hex grid where you'll have to focus on your character's placement and probably using their skills. In most cases, you'll be outnumbered and will require strategic big head plays to survive. Each unit under your control has an array of abilities and attacks that you'll use to either individually or synchronize them together to try and defeat these large groups of enemies. Beyond the hex-based combat, this is a full-on RPG, so there'll be a big narrative and storytelling focus. The game includes characters from actual history with the time period set at the end of the Roman Republic and a story that spans over a decade broken up into 3 extensive campaigns taking you all across Europe. The choices that you will make will have consequences. Any small actions you take will have large effects on your overall experience. Choosing if someone lives or dies, for example, could come back to reward or hunt you later down the road. Gaming mechanics that I really enjoy. There seems to be a decent progression and gear system where you'll be looting and crafting equipment for your characters, making them more evasive, tanky, or deadly and hard-hitting. As you and your companions level up, you'll get to choose from a variety of skills and passive abilities that make you stronger. Expedition Rome launches on January 20th for $44.99 and there's currently a 20% discount on Steam, where you can also find the demo for this game if you want to try before you buy. Warno is an authentic expansion and meticulously researched Cold War era strategy game. It's the spiritual successor to the war game series and aims to deliver the ultimate next-gen World War III simulator. You'll get to command your own customized battle group and lead hundreds of Cold War era units on dynamic tactical battlefields, choosing between the arsenal of NATO or the Warsaw Pact, and fighting across a multitude of solo and online modes against challenging AI or human opponents in massive 10 versus 10 battles. The main feature of the game includes more than 600 different military units, from conscripts to tanks to helicopter and striker aircraft, with an array of famous military formations to follow. There are 4 turn-based strategy army general campaigns where you'll command hundreds of units down to the... Warno looks amazing, and I love the ever-changing destruction and battlefields. So with that said, Warno's entering Steam Early Access on January 20th, and they look to be aiming for around 6 to 8 months of development before they release the game. If you plan on getting it, let me know in the comment section. Maybe we can group up one of these days and have one of these epic battles. On to the next. Bringing up the rear is Diplomacy is Not an Option. This is an RTS game where you play as a medieval feudal lord in a midlife crisis, bored out of your mundane, seemingly meaningless existence. The only thing that brings joy is suppressing the rebellious peasants and fighting off invading hordes of bloodthirsty enemies. This is a rather tongue-in-cheek like scale medieval RTS. It's got its thievery, minimalistic and colorful art style, and basically it's all about waging war on a massive scale against these larger enemies hordes using a variety of soldiers, weaponry, artillery and siege defenses. You'll be fending off attacking armies with upwards of 10,000 units attempting to siege your castle walls. The game is heavily physics driven, and your archers and siege engineers will need these clear trajectories to hit their targets. Elevating your units will greatly increase their effectiveness and accuracy. Things like bolters and trebuchets will land and roll through enemy forces, which looks really cool, granting anything in their path as destroyed. The game has a magic system and can rain down fireballs from above or strike down enemies with the lightning. Now, in addition to the physics-driven combat on a large scale, you'll also have to manage food and other resources. You'll have to protect your villages, homes, combat disease, and even haul away corpses. Not doing so could result in a peasant uprising, a plague, or just having an ineffective army. There is an endless mode that will grant you full access to the tech trees with no limitations, as well as a campaign where you'll be playing through a series of missions. Diplomacy is Not an Option is coming to Steam Early Access on January 26th. There's also a demo currently available if you want to check it out for free. If you made it this far, thanks a lot for taking the time to watch my video. I really appreciate it. This is my new side hustle, so I hope you guys enjoy the videos. So if you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Oh no, they removed that. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.